Hey guys, wanted to walk you through how to set up your free online calendar link. One of the great features of calendar leads is that the prospects will actually schedule on your calendar so that you don't have to spend so much time calling and door knocking. You want to work smarter, not harder, and that's what this is going to enable you to do. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to calendly.com, calendly.com. You're going to come in here and you're going to put your email address, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and log in because I've already got one, but it'll go through a couple different things and it will then give you the opportunity to sync it with your Google Calendar, all right? What you're going to do is you're going to come in here, you're going to click on event types, all right? Then you're going to click on a new event type. Always do one-on-one, hit create, and hold on a second, sorry about that. All right, and we're just gonna want to go in here, and depending on what you sell, if you just do final expense, navigating, final expense, benefits, 2019. If you do Medicare, you can put navigating, final expense, and Medicare benefits, okay? You don't need to put anything for the description. And then for the calendar link, you need to, put something in here. So maybe consult, whatever you want to put in there, but just keep it short. And then click next. All right. Now I understand you're like, well, I'm gonna be here for an hour, so I'm gonna pick 60 minutes. But you don't want to do that. Just do a 15-minute duration. Now the date range, you do not want to give final expense prospects 60 rolling days. So 3 to 4 days max. To give them opportunity because they're gonna forget. Make sure your time zone is in here correct. Then you're gonna go to availability. Now you're gonna want to come in here and you're gonna want to change these based off what you're available. So if you're available 9 to 5 Monday through Friday or 8 to 8, I don't care, but just go in there and change that. And you can even get a little bit more. So look, you could go in here and say Monday mornings you're available. So you can go in here and change this to 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And maybe you're always back in the office from, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., but you're also available in the evening. You can go in here and put 5 to 8. You want to change that to p.m. obviously, because you don't want them scheduling real early in the morning. And then just hit apply to February 18th only or apply to all Mondays, okay? So, just put that in there and you'll see it changed it for there. All right, and so you just go in and set your availability. And just know this, if you ever go into your Google Calendar and say you get a doctor's appointment or whatever, you got to pick up the kids or whatever, if you put it in there in your Google Calendar, it's also going to block that out. They're not going to be able to schedule that. All right, so then you're going to want to click on advanced. There's a couple things you want to do here. Set the frequency of available time slots for your invitees, okay? You don't want to show them, how many times is 5 going to 60? A bunch, right? 12 different times. You don't want to show them 12 different availabilities. So, set them up so they can see 30-minute slots, okay? Now, how many max events per day? That's up to you, if you want to have a max of 6 appointments a day, just put that in. Minimum scheduling notice. Okay. Now, if somebody clicks on your link at, 5 in the morning and you don't put something on here, it's possible that, you wake up and there's already an appointment on there. So sometimes you want to make this, minimum scheduling notice 6 hours, 12 hours, whatever. Now, buffers. This is very important, okay, because Facebook leads, they could be spread out. Even though it's a 25 to 50 mile radius, if you got a lead that's 50 miles north of you and then a lead that's 50 miles south of you, that's a 100-mile difference between the two. So you don't want those people setting those appointments on top of one another. So I would go in there and put an hour. Before the event, an hour after the event, okay? So, that means if somebody schedules an 11 a.m., nobody's going to be able to go in there at, 11:30 or 10:30 and schedule an event, okay? So just depends, depend on how your schedule is, and if you're working a more rural area, you may need to increase that buffer, okay? And then what you do, so if you've got an hour and a half in between each one, they're going to be able to set a 9, an 11:30, a 1, maybe you need to go out and do 2 hours, right? You just have to depend on, what's going on in your area. So in this case, you'd have a 9, 11, a 1, a 3, a 5. And then when you call your appointments, you can go in there and you can set the your called scheduled appointments around your Calendly booked appointments, and you can also schedule your door knocks, right? Because I mean, what's worse than showing up for an 11 a.m. scheduled appointment, you get no show, and you're all there by yourself. So schedule other appointments, other door knocks. So then you're gonna, however you set that up, go to next. All right, go down to invitee questions, okay? Always get, add their address in there, because you want to know if, what their address. What's your address? All right, and then apply. And then, some people, is this a house, apartment, or mobile home? Right? And make sure that's required. Sorry, go back up to here, make this required. So that way you know, because sometimes the address may be incorrect that they put into Facebook, so you're getting kind of double there. You can add up to one other question. I don't care what you put there. You can test it out. But you just know that anything that you add extra here, it's going to, lower the amount of scheduled appointments. All right, save and close. Notifications. Now, on the free version, you can't send out any text or email reminders. I don't recommend doing it anyways. Now you can, and people test with it, and do I call these folks or do I just show up? I would just show up, treat it as a scheduled door knock, not a scheduled appointment. I mean, you know how final expense prospects are, okay? You can call them at 7 p.m. on a Monday, show up for your 9 a.m. appointment on a Tuesday, and they've forgotten. They're gone. They had a doctor's appointment, okay? So, don't expect the moon from the scheduled appointments, but just show up. Hey, Miss Mary, you had clicked on that, Facebook page about the final expense programs. Remember, and you show them the copy of the landing page. Remember, you clicked on that. Yeah, I'm the guy they sent out to go over that with you. I just need a couple minutes. Just need a couple minutes to get you the information. You're eligible to receive. Do you need me to take my shoes off? All right, and then get in the door. If you want to test out text and email reminders, again, I wouldn't recommend it. You'll see a lot of rescheduled, or canceled appointments, but you can always upgrade. Hit save and close. Now you're done. Okay, now what I need you to do then is go back to the dashboard, and then go back to the event types, and you're going to see this one that we just created here, navigating final expense benefits. All right, so click this little gear icon, hit copy link. It's copied, and then I need you to email that to us if you don't already have your link. And so obviously whenever you come in and make this change to it, it'll make that change. All right, if you got any questions, give me a ring, shoot me a text, email, whatever, Josh Jones, 502 930 3317. You can reach me on Facebook. That's probably an easy way, or email, Joshua E. Jones 1 at gmail.com. All right, thanks, guys.